Good evening, everybody. A little bit later start tonight, but not as disastrous as I thought it was going to be. We're going to be back to Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop. I am also not going to be playing it safe this time around. We will be back to the chaos mode. I will actually say I prefer it. I can see why the more relaxed one would be good for learning, particularly the AI, which, I'm the truth of the matter is I'm going to be struggling with that one. But overall, I think I prefer. Actually, I knew this from the start, but I definitely prefer the more like the crazy timed version rather than the more deliberative one. But let's take a quick minute. We will load into Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop. I will maybe mention that I've got there's a process running in the background which I feel I should mention on the store page. It is currently 50% off, so you can get it for 13 Canadian dollars or your regional equivalent. I'm sure the game will load any minute now. So one of the catches here is I have a virtual machine running in the background. I tried to let it go until, I tried to let the update finish, but I did not realize how long it would take. So that may be the reason why the game's a little slow to load. I'll try and clear it out of the way when I can, but I really don't want to stop it mid-update. I also have a couple of updates for the stream to talk about, but here we go. I don't know why it isn't showing up on OBS though. This is such a shame. You know what? I care about this introduction enough that I'm loading this up again. I don't care if it takes me a few minutes. I do apologize for the delay to the start, but I am, one, as just an animation, I'm actually quite fond of the start. But number two, I think it does a great job of setting the tone. So it feels like a shame to let that slide past. Okay, there we go. I'm actually curious if I say any full screen. Nope, I screwed up. So I know a number of you have heard me say this a few times. So I'll actually maybe mention off the top. So last week I tried focused fixing, This was because I was really worn out after work. I'm still like not 100%, but I'm not. I'm sort of at the point where I think, overall frantic fixing feels a little more consistent with what I enjoy about the game. Hopefully it makes for a better stream as well. But just to clarify what the options are. So the one we are moving off of from last week, for players who don't like time pressure, no game time limit, limited to 3 jobs per day. Jobs are harder, mistakes are more heavily punished, customer mood dependent on quality of work. And then there is frantic fixing. This is the one we're going to be playing for players who thrive under time pressure, time limit to days, default job difficulty, unlimited jobs per day, customer mood dependent on speed of work. So I also feel that this one gives you more opportunities to, I feel like it gives you more opportunities to really like cash in if you're good at certain tasks. What else do we need? That is so weird. Oh, there we go. If anybody knows, by the way, I was always under the impression that full screen is the way to go. But I could be wrong on this. So yeah, anyways, back to frantic fixing. We're going to be doing our usual run here. But yeah, I did also want to take a quick minute and just talk a bit about the opening animation. I figured it'll give people a bit of a chance to come in, and I'll also get a minute to see if my my VM is behaving. I mean, it's behaving, but it's taking its sweet time. Oh dear, what am I gonna do here? All right. Yeah, so I think one of the things I like about that opening animation, right? It's got a nice sense of humor. I mean, film-wise, it's kind of nice too. I like the little parallel between the start to Wilbur's Day and the disaster on the ship. One of the things that I'll also mention about this, and I'll try and highlight it as I go through, but this game, it works at its base level, right? So for the same reason that people like playing, Keep Talking or Nobody Explodes and games along those lines, just the idea of trying to get stuff done. It's actually kind of funny. I think my first experience with a game like this was probably an Apple Arcade game called, I think it was Handle with Care. Anyways, like you just went around fixing things and, getting kind of a sad story about, how somebody's dying mother gave them a radio or whatever that you need to fix or something. I liked it, and it's just one of those ones where, there are job simulator style games where like, you're running a PC repair shop or whatever, or like PC builder. There's ones where you are running a collectible card game, like a hobby store. Grocery stores, and like those are fine. I've never really played those, but I sort of understand that we're in a moment now where sort of just straight up job simulators are a thing. I tend to find the style of game where you're actually sort of doing the fix or the repair a little more compelling, just because I think it's a little more fiddly and it sort of tweaks that more obsessive side, which I don't know, it works for me at least. But obviously for something like Keep Talking or Nobody Explodes or Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop, I think one of the things that makes it work so well is the chaos and the light and maybe not so light trolling that the game engages in with the player, which is one of the things I quite like about it. But what I also like is that in addition to the fact that as a game, it does what it does very well, I think it's got a great sense of humor, and I know I say this every single time, but I feel it can't be said enough. I really feel that even though there are funny games out there, I feel that there is less humor than the market wants. And like I said, I won't do the full rant on this, but I just generally feel that when you are already taking a chance on sort of a dream that a lot of people are saying, you're foolish for trying, you feel the need that you have to do something serious, and serious things aren't funny. I've directly experienced this during game jams, in fact, and it's just not true. I really feel that a lot of people like having a laugh. A lot of people enjoy smiling, even if it's something very silly. Like it's sometimes people who like Monty Python are some of the worst ambassadors for it, but if anything, Monty Python has demonstrated that there can be very, very smart people who like things just because they are purely silly. And I don't know, it's just one of these things. I think in the end, it kind of comes down to why people get into games. I don't know if I'll ever really convince anybody with this argument, but there's sort of this side of me that wants to say, like, when people are like, it's like, well, I need to do a serious game so people will take me serious. It's like, you're getting into games because you want people to have a high opinion of you? Like, perhaps there was an error made a few steps earlier. And that's really unkind, right? I am very happy that people sort of take that leap into the dark to make a game and make an effort to delight me, because, I wouldn't have entertainment if that didn't happen. But, there are some funny motivations, in my opinion, at least. Oh, hang on. Can you not see my mouse here? Oh, there we go. Yeah. It's funny to sort of see some of these motivations because, for me, I think one of the things that is valuable to remember, this is going to sound such common sense, but it's one that I feel is easy to overlook in more than just gaming. But the idea that this is for someone, that you do want to be aware of what the audience is experiencing. So if you're making a movie, there are going to be certain things that the audience either expects or will be feeling in a moment. And if you are tuned into that, you get to play with it quite a bit. And obviously it's different in 2026, where people will have multiple screens all competing for their attention, but you can still get away with it, right? You maybe just have to have a little bit of you have to have a slightly different slightly different objective function. But likewise for games, right? There can be some things that are really fun to build, but not necessarily very fun to play. And I think one of the things I like about Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop, in addition to the fact that it delights me through its sense of humor, one of the things that it's doing a good job of sort of unwrapping over time, I am learning more and more secrets in the game. So there are little things that just come up, and it's clear that, one of the things that you learn, first of all, is to pay attention to the manual, that there are things that you need to do, and, how do I put this? There's like a switch, and it's so easy to overlook what you need to do with the switch. Read the instructions start to finish. Yeah. Well, nobody ever does that. And there's a penalty if you do such a thing. But that does extend to other parts of the game. So the idea of, what am I trying to think? Like some of the extra pages in the grimoire, or, little, not necessarily knowing what these little cards are for, but still doing your best to make sure that you get them or you hang on to them. I can't necessarily say that I've unearthed many of the secrets of the game, maybe one or two, but I like the fact that it's very clear that there's a bit more under the surface, and it's doing a good job of sort of letting me know quite gently that, hey, there's a few other things to keep an eye out for. And I don't necessarily have the answer in terms of how I get them, but it's done a nice little job of just reminding me that, don't just take this for granted. So, I've got some time in it. I've done a few different rounds and such, but I like that there seems to be a bit more going on than I appreciated at the start, and that's I don't know, especially for a game like this. Like I said, I think it's about $13 Canadian right now. Let me just double check that. I should probably just put the Steam page in the chat. Yeah, $13 Canadian for the base game. Special promotion offer ends 26 March. And then the deluxe edition, which has Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop, Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop soundtrack, and Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop deluxe skin and art book, is $16.12. So if you want the deluxe skin and art book, that's $1.68 Canadian. And if you want the original soundtrack, that is $3.24. Anyways, I'm babbling on. I was kind of trying to let my VM finish its thing, but I probably shouldn't have tried to let it run before the end of the stream. We're 15 minutes in. We're ready for a new run in the frantic mode. Hey Wilbur, have you seen Mooncalf around anywhere? Dude's got no respect for boundaries or personal space. I told him not to be floating around here unsupervised. He's just begging for some irreparable timeline spaghetti. You know, one time, I was taking a shower, finished up and pulled back the curtain. That fucker is just hovering in my bathroom. Hey, he says. The bastard. I stacked it, obviously. It's a good job I can't die, because that would have done it. My neck was at a weird angle and everything. I do love him, though. He's one of the good ones. But if you see him, tell him to keep out of my shit. Okay, let's do... Inflationator, pancake, cut. Oh crap, I didn't want to, well, it's too late now. Your first rent payment will be $280 and it's due in 3 days. I'll see you then. Let us hope our next conversation is a fruitful one. Again, so I'm a couple $100 behind, but we'll do our best. Let's do money. Since taking up this mantle, I feel free, full of passion and agency. You should consider it too. The welcome package is very reasonably priced. Ah, well, there's a problem right there. Alright, so a little under a minute. Well, let's not count our chickens before we hatch. It might actually be slightly over a minute. Job's finished. Alright, 90 is not bad, but obviously we're going to need to make some serious money. The stars are once again at my fingertips. This is your calling. Now I shall return to mine. Okay, I think this is oil and fuel. Employee! We have funds. You possess the desired skill set. This is a beneficial collaboration. Not the rebreather. Oh, well, there's a problem right there. Let's get one of these. So I wimped out a little bit, and I think I'm going to pay for it because refueling isn't really worth that much. I should have gone for the harder mission. Anyway, hopefully we can get it done fast. Yeah, 116 is not bad, but I did used to keep a note, but I want to try and get some more practice in. Positive review submitted. Do not contact us further regarding this. Get off my launch pad! So we need like 1,070 for the next little bit. So it's rebreather and toilet. Would that you be swallowed along with everything else. Alas, another day. For now, I require your assistance. Ah, well, there's your problem right there. Oh, I bungled it. One of these, and I think that should do it. Good enough. Excellent work, brother. Admirable care. Okay, needs modules we don't have, so we do a fuel job. Have you seen a dude named Seb? Prick owes me money. Yoink. Yeah, 32 is not a great way to spend your time. We should be able to get at least one more in. Well, it's not on fire or anything, so that bodes well. Fuel and toilet's probably not going to get me too much money, but it also won't take that much time. Ah, well, there's a problem right there. Well, there's your problem right there. Don't think I'm going to be able to do any others for the rest of the day. Give me the fuel! Now the funny thing is, I probably didn't need to buy all those items. Arr. Actually didn't have that much in storage. Again. So I should also clarify, I am experienced enough with the game now that I'm not consulting the manual that often. If it's not clear... Yep, there it is. Go deal with that ship. I'll deal with the dead guy. If it seems like I'm just sort of doing random actions, it's because most of these objectives I'm already familiar with. But unfortunately, because it's time sensitive, I can't take the time to kind of go through all of the encoder. I guess I'll put the gumball dispenser here. All right. Gonna weld some stuff before I start my day. But yeah, in any case, you're not completely thrown to the wolves in this, just mostly. I also feel I should mention that one of the viewers, Ellen Ripley, was the person to recommend this. Absolutely wonderful choice. Apparently it was based off of my constant ranting that I feel that there should be more funny games. But it is, I like to hold this up as one of those examples where I never promise that I'm going to like play a recommendation. I like getting them, but like obviously if I commit to playing everything that people suggest, that's just going to mean people wind up disappointed. But I am grateful for the suggestions because, you know, something like this, you know, really hits. And I also feel that for like now's not a bad time to mention before I start the day. Like I finished Cyberpunk on Friday, so I feel that the schedule is a little more open. Now I have some ideas, excuse me, about what I'm going to play, but you know, this is one of these times where if somebody says, yeah, I'd like to see more like Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop, well, I can go through my library of funny stuff that I wanted to play. Or better still, when somebody sends me an email and says, you know, hey, would you like to play my game? And it winds up being something with a sense of humor. I am much more likely to do that now, knowing that that's what people are interested in, even if I don't wind up playing the specific game that people asked for. So I always appreciate those recommendations. But again, sometimes people know my tastes. I know to kind of trust the recommendations. So sometimes it's as easy as that. But letting me know what you're interested in seeing is helpful, just because I don't... I think I have an okay taste in games, but I definitely don't always appreciate what I stream well. Like, obviously for me, I feel like I tend to do strategy a little bit better because it gives me something to talk about during the game. That's clearly not the style of this game, right? This game is not deliberative. I don't even mean that in a bad sense. Like, this game is great, but hey, I don't know who you are up there. Come back here tonight.
Wait.
I want to talk. Oops. So this one's kind of a cheat. Right, I'm off. Hold the fort. This, like... I mean, you do get omens for it, which is nice, but basically it kills a minute to get you like $50. Anyway. Rebreather, Broken Realm. Give her a look over, would you? Don't scratch the paintwork, yeah? Yeah, well, there's a problem right there. Messed up. Okie doke. Okay. Oops. All right. Not groundbreaking. Nice. Looks like everything's in order. Be seeing you. We'll see if we can get a bit of a whale. I'm gonna stick away from the big question marks. Oil, fuel. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. This is the place. Oh yeah. Oh well, there's a problem right there. Come on. I will say the roguelike element's kind of nice because of the automated tools. I definitely think after a while manually handling the screwdriver loses its charm. Put the oil all the way up there. What the? Good lord. There's your problem right there. Right, I don't have a pump. Or do I? I do not have a pump. It's taking a little more time than I would like, but let's learn to live with it. Uh-oh. So I think I'll only have time for one more job. Drools. Money it is. There are demons here. I can smell them. Not the green kind either. The dead kind. Ah, well, there's your problem right there. I might be able to sneak another one in. Thank you. It's got to be a fast one, though, so let's see. Headlight. Never tell me the odds. Oh my god, it's less than a minute. Do you fear the emptiness between places? I do. I long to be shackled to an island. Like you are. An excuse to hide among the cacti. Ah, well, there's your problem right there. Well, I just killed myself, I think. I'm gonna do my best, but... oh boy! No! I screwed up. All right, could be worse. I netted a positive, but obviously I paid 24 because of the. Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. Uh-huh. Bingo. Good tip, though. Ooh. I'm getting the chunky. I may regret it, but... Break a leg, buddy. You didn't come last night. Tonight's your last chance to talk. Otherwise, bad shit might start to happen around here. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of things. One, we're going to pack this up. Righto. Just gonna double check that I put the chunky down. Chunky is gonna be pretty high risk, high reward, but I also think that's exactly what I need. All right, 3, crap. I need to do better than this. 3 is 4. God, I gotta remember to get the sheet. All right. Oil, tomfoolery, fuel, a little bit of everything. Now there's a problem right there. Level 2 of the tomfoolery. Tomfoolery. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay, I'm one of those fake gamers who only does it for, like, the chicks. There we go. Ah! Come on. Alright. Not a bad day's work. And we've got R.E.N.T, so there's also that. I'm worried about you, man. No one who's coping well would drop the ball this badly. It's pretty tragic. They say the same thing to me at work. I'm tempted to buy another, buy an extension. Aid my crusade! Do your duty! Do your part! Yeah, well, there's a problem right there. Sacre bleu. Formidable, a duty well fulfilled. You would do well to join us. Headlights. Stretches. Damn. My legs hurt like hell. Been a long drive. Tune her up, would you? Oh, well, there's a problem right there. So headlight job gives me 441. I think I'm gonna risk another run. Nicely done. I'm brimming with relief and a dash of jealousy. Actually, if it's a Clifford AI, I can probably give it a skip, but yeah, we can do that. Never tell me the odds. We're all slaves to the system, yo. Uncle Chop? Who the fuck is he? Why isn't he fixing my ship? It's all a lie, yo. You gotta break out. But yeah, I need my ship fixed. If you can fix that, do that first. Wait, I don't need fuel, right? You know what? I'm not taking any risks there. Ah, crap. 372. I am the best at this one. A bad little return. I think we're going to do another one. Drools. We can do this. Rebreather, unfuck the shitter. Mrr. Alright, that's the problem right there. Still think we're short on snails. Yeah. Works for me. It's 387 for... We'll see what the job is, but... margins are starting to get compressed. Yeah, this is fine. Less than a minute to go, but... Hey, what happened to Phil? Nice bloke he was. I definitely want to be quick on this one. I'd rather not have to replace... I'd rather not have to extend the timer. Alright, works for me. I'm calling BS on that one. Unless I put the wrong... It's moments like this, after trusting people like you, I get a fleeting window into why my wife left me. It did, I will confess, it did seem to be a little off in terms of color, but I feel that they could have communicated that a little more clearly. I think the one drawback, the real drawback here is that I did lose the inflationator on this. Gonna bounce for the day. Hello, valued devotee. I have come to collect your first rent payment of 280. Thank you, valued devotee. Your generosity has been noted. I will return when your next rent is due. It will be 850. Goodbye, valued devotee. So good news here is that I've actually already covered rent. I am, of course, going to destroy that by buying things. Definitely money tree. Yeah, we just wiped out all my surplus. You only YOLO once. Ah, crap. This is just typical. Damn it, Paul, you're such a piece of shit. Oh, hey, sorry about this. I wasn't prepared for this bloody weather. I'll be gone in a couple days. Just gotta wait for my replacement doodad. It'll be here in a couple days. You're worthless, Paul. Everybody would be better off without you. First rent? Not too shabby, kid. Not too shabby. You didn't come last night. Tonight's your last chance to talk. Otherwise, bad shit might start to happen around here. Okay. Not quite. So the way reason. Oh. I bought one too many. Let's keep the nullifier. I thought I had one more slot than I actually did. Actually, you know what? If it really comes down to it. We can weld in our free time. Not. All right. See, there's a problem right there. At this point, I don't. I have trust issues with any oil. All right. Rebreather. Or fuel. There we go. Okay, well, there's a problem right there. Okay. Actually, I already have one of these. I forgot. Okay, rebreather, fuel, toilet time. Well, there's your problem right there. All right, this is a good one. I feel like the lighthouse is the one that is the hardest to mess up. I'm sure at some point they like throw some nonsense at you, but $13.99, not a bad not a bad return. Are you drunk or something? Unprofessional. All right, that took us half a day. Let's go for it. Clifford's going to be a hard one, so I think I'm just going to pay up. Reactor pred. Oh, damn. Drools. All right. Okay, we need to deal with the cooler. Okay, I'm clearly getting this wrong. I'm gonna die. Just the coolant rate until... Oh, crap. Here we go. Okay, looks like it's back to where it needs to be. AI module. Not out of the woods, obviously. AI is a tricky one for me, and I don't know if I can get it done in 2 minutes. But let's give it a try. Ah, pancake. Okay. 3. I think I might be able to get away with this. Ah, that's looking good. All right, so last step. So currently I'm in love, but I just need to be shy. So I need to increase doubt by 1. Oh, net doubt. Damn. I think I'm gonna have to... Okay, let's go for the stress, but I think this is gonna have negative consequences. Cool. I think that's it. Yeah, 5. Yes! Ah, that's a good feeling. Boy, you sure messed this up, huh? Like, it's just terrible. Really awful. Jeez. I don't remember if I can... Oh, you know what? I've always... So that's pretty telling. Aha! I don't know what these mean. But the fact that it's like a different color. So I've got some numbers 732783. Little symbol here. Interesting. Okay, so I think it's fair to say I found this earlier than I should have. Good morning. As part of our waste removal initiative, we have installed a Dark One's trash disposal on the station. Throw any waste you have in there, and we'll take care of the rest. No waste is too large. On the contrary, the larger the better. All will be consumed! Have a great day. Oh, Dark One. We find ourselves surrounded by matter, a blight on our beautiful universe. We will obliterate it all! We ask for your aid in this purpose. Together we will rid this place of everything but you. All will be consumed! Thanks for your patience. It's all ready to go now. Farewell. Hello, Oben. Shh, don't let them hear you. Nice. I can't remember, Woman. Have you seen the name for the Dark One's portal? Dark One's Shit Eater. Fuck yeah! First rent down, you're killing it. The floor is wet, careful not to slip. There's a leak or something. I still haven't been able to find a purpose for the Oh! Wipe space. Sorry, I'm not usually like this. I suppose you could help me out. My fledgling subscription expires today, and if I don't hit my sales quota, I'll be transferred to a new nestling subscription like a new recruit. How about you just take a subscription? I'll handle the money. Just have to get rid of them somehow. Yes, you're a lifesaver. Thanks a bunch. I should go in there a little more often, I think. Alright, I really don't need more vending machines, but... yeah, unless we get more expansion, I don't see any reason to throw away more money. Hey! My part arrives in a couple days. I'll be out of your hair then. You should just jump off this station now and save everyone the trouble. Hey, hey! Got some pancakes stewing if you're in the market for one. Stewing? Thank you for your interest in Magpie Endeavors. You have been inducted into Magpie Endeavors. Welcome, Nestling. As per your request, we have installed a welcome pack assembly booth on your station. Here's all the information you'll need. I hope you bring many new recruits to Magpie Endeavors. Good luck. You didn't come last night. Tonight's your last chance to talk. Otherwise, bad shit might start to happen around here. Err. I don't see a welcome back thing. Oh, I think that's what it is. All right. Well. Oil, fuel, broken realm. Click. $46. Not looking good. I am the best at this. Fuel, oil, There's a problem right there. I didn't even remember if they needed oil yet, but... What am I doing? You know what? This is this is too much trouble. All right, looks like we're more or less in good shape. Ah! Alright, fuel, and then we're out of here. Ah, okay, water's not that bad. No! I thought that was like, you know how like the thief sort of threatens you that bad stuff can happen? I thought... I don't know what's causing the ding, but it's driving me a little crazy. Still, 9:59 is not bad. 3 minutes. We could probably do at least one more. This was poopy. Really, really poopy. And if I'm being totally honest with you, you should probably feel poopy. Fatal and mysterious. I'm on a bit of a roll. Alright, Nestling Handbook. Selling initiation packs. Check out the booth, it's all yours. Assembly packs is easy. Simply insert a gem, eyeglass, and trowel into the magpie pack tray. See below. Place the loaded tray into the sealing jig. Pull lever A to close the jig door. Press B, switch B to start the vacuum. Stop the vacuum once pressure reaches the ideal zone and gauge X. In the event of overpressure, follow the instructions over leaf. Hold C button to vent extra pressure. Return lever A to open jig door. Congratulations, this pack is now ready for sale. Handling overpressure is easy. Ensure switch B is in the off position. Loosen bolt D. Pressure will begin to lower once bolt D is fully loosened. Once pressure is 0, tighten bolt D. Return lever A to open jig door. This pack is now ready for sale. Strive to avoid overpressure in the future. Selling packs is easy. Hand the prospective initiate steel pack. Open till. Push to open. Put money in till. You did so well. Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. Well, it's quitting time. Gonna go eat a TV. Okay. So I believe this should be the boss fight. Tomorrow's the date, and you'll never have to see me again. Unless you somehow fuck up leaving, Paul, you piece of shit. Well, here we go again. This must be him. Make over this pig. Devotee. As part of the Uncle Chop's reward program, you have been granted additional work. Congratulations. I am also happy to inform you, as a result of your recent performance records, you have been granted hog work permissions. Now, to the matter at hand. You will have already noticed some technical issues with my current appearance. I shouldn't have to explain to you the severity of breaching brand guidelines. It damages the very fabric of what we do. But you won't let that happen, will you? No, you won't. Don't keep me waiting. Yoink. Ah! Okay. Usually I find it easier to start with the eyes. Well, it's taken so long. For keeping me waiting this long, you better be going the extra mile. I say, refilling my fuel tanks. Alright. Let's go mouth next. Close enough. Alright, pixels, we need... 2 oranges. Soccer blue. Yeah. I have places to be. Make this worth my while. Fix my oil. Alright, I'm gonna have to... There we go. Ah, hell. Okay. I don't know why it keeps going upside down like that, but that's... I'm gonna need to figure that out. It's darn close. You know what? I'm just going to leave that be. Okay, just got to get him a little extra. Bam. Nailed it. What? All right, didn't nail it, but $50 off isn't too bad. Hey, Tavariosity. You continue to impress. This will give me leverage with corporate. I'm about to turn things up. Don't get complacent. All right, if you will forgive me, I think I'm actually going to take a quick break here. One, I do want to tend to the virtual machine, but two, I could actually use a little extra tea. So I will try and keep this short, but in the meantime, whether you've just joined us or whether you've been here since the start, now would be a good time to get up, have a stretch, maybe get a glass of water, cup of tea, and I will see you all in a little bit. Sorry, I could probably just say this on the chat. Kettle is still boiling a little bit. I'm just going to need a minute or two, but I will be back soon. All right. I realized that was an extended break, but the good news is I am well and truly done, including the VM is now finally closed, so I don't think that was affecting the stream, but in case it was, where you have my undivided attention. Good job with Chop today, Wilbur. I can't really see a situation where I would, like, I'd buy anything new here. If I could get extra space, maybe, but yeah. Same shit, different day. Recruit! You have failed to meet quota. Membership status is hereby revoked. There is no appeal process. Goodbye. It goes. I've just been I've just been rejected, but I'll get over it. We're actually doing pretty well on this run, so we have enough for the largest rent that we've ever faced. Now, traditionally here, I haven't died because of a lack of money. I've often died because I have something like a reactor or something like that that kills me. Now we're doing the like chunky ones still, so I do need to be a little careful in terms of what I face. Oh, hang on. Let me make sure that yeah, we're good. Like I could be a wimp and refuse to take hard jobs, but what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try and be a little more courageous in what I take. Okay, so we've got a reactor to deal with. It is unfortunate to be in such a place. However, circumstance demands it. Render your service so that I might move on. Ah, well, there's your problem right there. Oh dear. Okay. Not looking good. It's the fuel story. Ah! Well, there you go. Good stream, everyone. What's up, Wilbur? Hey, don't tell anyone, but I've got a microbrewery stashed here somewhere. A beer from between spaces. Outside of time. Outside of flavor. I can't bring it back to the station, sadly. God knows what it would do to mortal flesh. But maybe we can share one down here sometime. You're clearly a connoisseur, and I'd love to hear your feedback. Really looking to perfect the formula. Okay. Pancake, cartridge, welder. Extend. Oh, we're taking a chunky. Your first rent payment will be $280, and it's due in 3 days. I'll see you then. Let us hope our next conversation is a fruitful one. Again. I don't have anything. I do actually need to wait for this stuff to arrive. Damn. Money. What unhinged being thought you up, I wonder? Ah, well, there's your problem right there. These seem fine. How could I have possibly known that? Cool. Be seeing ya. Okay, go for the rebreather. Hurry, lest my lust for conquest spill over and your station become a ruin. Yeah, well, there's your problem right there. Job's finished. A notable contribution. Blood will spill in your name. Been a while since I've had to do the identification module. Ah, well, there's a problem right there. I made it worse. Job well done. If anybody has any questions about the tasks that I'm doing, do let me know, because I'm trying not to consult the grimoire. Arr. Sure, let's do the magic ones. Oil, unfuck the shitter. My quest ebbs. Lend me your strength so that I may return to the stars. Oh, well, there's your problem right there. Hello, the exception. Thank you for using the emote. I'm always very happy to see those. I don't know why I doubled that up. I'm going to need to use that. We may have time for one more job, but I don't want to get too crazy about it either, just because we are going to make a lot more money with the... Hey! I don't know who you are up there. Come back here tonight. I want to talk. Once we get the chunky, we'll be able to work some magic. 124 is not bad, though. My future discoveries owe you a fraction of their prestige. Appreciate it, stranger. Let's go for it. 90 seconds is not the sort of thing I want to do. Okay, we can do rebreather. I stubbed my toe earlier, and honestly, I'm not sure how I can handle another mental blow like that today. Please try your best. Ah, there's your problem right there. I am good at fixing things. Thank you kindly, friend. Oh, I don't have a welder yet. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll try and impose a little more order. Need someone taken care of? Special offer for my first client. I'll get it done or most of your money back. For those of you not familiar, this gentleman did assassinate me before. Please purchase liquids. I know much about liquid, so I might suggest a selection. But, okay, I wouldn't live in it or anything. How rude it would be to suggest such a thing. I do need to do a better job of checking in at the speakeasy every once in a while. It's a little tricky because I have in the past like come in here and it's a bit like, well, actually I guess in this case I ran into the assassin. But let me just double check. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Tips are doubled. Yep, there it is. Go deal with that ship. I'll deal with the dead guy. Everything in their time. You didn't come last night. Tonight's your last chance to talk. Otherwise, bad shit might start to happen around here. But it never does. Okie doke. And cake. Encoder. Welder. Chunky. Weld. Actually, there was one thing I wanted to ask when there was a little bit more of a pulse in the stream. I was, so we finished, for those of you that didn't know, on Friday we finished Cyberpunk 2077. Definitely enjoyed it. Definitely feel that Phantom Liberty is the real highlight of that. I really think they did a great job with that DLC, but definitely enjoyed the journey, and I'm happy I did it, even though it took me a long time. Now, there are a few different things that I've been considering, so definitely more Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop in the future. I don't know if it'll be like one that I regularly play. Oh, hello. One is the one that's... Okay, I think I may have just gotten something to help me speed up my playthrough. Uncle Chop's is definitely something that I am happy to return to. I don't know if I want to make it like the only thing that I do on weekdays. But I'm having a good time with it, and I can definitely see myself spending more time playing the game. But I am a little curious, like in terms of tone, so I have a few things that are a bit more funny. I have been wanting to do some more RPGs, so this could be, you know, something in the style of Baldur's Gate or Divinity Original Sin, those sorts of things. I have a couple of first-person shooters that I can do, some of them more story-based, a couple of them more action-y. But and then of course strategy is always fun to go to, and it's occurred to me I haven't been doing as much strategy lately, so I don't mind balancing that out. So if you have a preference, if there's something that you'd like to see more of, I am happy to... Now is not a bad time to speak up, just because I have a relatively clear schedule, and if I get to knock out a couple of fun things, I don't know, so much the better, right? And of course, I can always just do my own thing, but I thought it wouldn't be bad to at least communicate that there's... now that I have a slightly more open schedule, I figured it wouldn't be bad to get a little intel. Okay, just a fuel job. Hey, cool. You got a weird head. Mine now. Well, here's my problem right here. What the fuck? Happy for the omens, but I do actually need to make some money. Fix the broken realm. No. What happened to the last guy? Suppose he seemed nice enough. Carry on. Oh. Okay, this is good news. I will confess, now knowing that there's more material, and like obviously I've been given a glimpse, but I haven't actually gotten the quote-unquote secret material. I am a little anxious to try and see if I can figure out a bit more. Alright, I'm gonna bounce. Thanks for this. It's like, obviously, I can still improve my, my capabilities, but I am, I'm getting a little eager to see what some of the further stories involve. Hey, hi, hello. Rebreather and fuel. Ah, well, there's a problem right there. Holy hell. Disaster. Sacre bleu! That should be R.E.N.T. see if we can get another one in though. This is the worst thing I've ever seen, and I've seen people die. Good tip though. Oh yeah, we're doing this. Oil change in a toilet is not that hard. This place is new. Oh, there's a problem right there. Yoink. I am slightly tempted to try and extend the day. Cheers. You know, 40 seconds left. It's tempting because I almost certainly would make more than the amount, but I will actually share for those of you that haven't seen it yet. We did see something new, so I haven't quite figured out the meaning for this yet. 732783. Actually, there is one thing I want to check. Does that say bro? Got these. Numbers, man. Numbers. Inconspicuous mollusk gurgles. So I thought the symbol might relate to the washing machine. And it may, but I don't see I don't quite see an equivalent sign, so. What do we have here? Okay, forbid refuel for 20. Reroll 1 per rent. Auto repair storage is kind of tempting. Vending machine slot in the speakeasy actually seems really good. I'll be back. Yeah, so one of the other things that's kind of fun about this, right, is that it starts off with pure humor. But yeah, there's the grimoire, then you start seeing sort of inverted crosses, satanic symbols. There's more occult elements that start being brought in for the game. So it's nice to have something that, you know, like, it works on its own, but it's actually kind of fun that there's a few more layers as you go through it. Do you think it smells weird in here?
What?
No, didn't buy anything. Never mind. Fix the suspicious beeping. That noise is unusual, right? You have no chance, Foxman. Fix, please. Ah, well, there's a problem right there. Alright, so double lines and a solid. Okay. Sorry, I had to deal with the bop. Tick-tock, Foxman, tick-tock. Okay, AI is going to be a little challenging, but that's what we're here for. Nice tats. We should grab a beer sometime. Oh man, they're doing everything. All right. Ah, well, there's a problem right there. We need to do oil? Yes, we do. Biggest one for this one is just to try and not screw up too much. Like I'll leave Clifford for the end because that's the one that normally causes me some trouble as far as like getting everything working goes. Mind you, the fuel's not going to give me that much sort of to fix the problem, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to get better at the AI if I don't practice it, but if I overcommit to the AI, then I just lose too much, and then I don't learn for other reasons. Alright, so fuel, oil. Okay, so rebreather. Star map AI. We'll do the rebreather just because that's a little easier. Ah, well, there's a problem right there. They want everything here. All right. Oh, there's already a snail here. Ah, well, there's your problem right there. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. I just only have slightly under 2 minutes to fix the AI, which is going to be a challenge. Holy smokes! It's always a little hard to tell when it's just like a broken wheel or when it's or a broken motor, or if it's something else. But at this point, I'd rather not waste time. Okay, that doesn't seem too encouraging. Can't be the wheel. I'm genuinely stumped on this one. So it was a broken motor. Weirdly enough, I still made money on that. Phil would have done a better job, and his eyes weren't all bugging out and stuff as well. Rest easy, dude. Hello, valued devotee. I have come to collect your first rent payment of 280. Thank you, valued devotee. Your generosity has been noted. I will return when your next rent is due. It will be 850. Goodbye, valued devotee. I'm just going to take a minute here and double check my options. So, locked, extra vending machine slot in the speakeasy. I actually think that's the right one for me to go for. Ah, crap. This is just typical. Damn it, Paul, you're such a piece of shit. Oh, hey. Sorry about this. I wasn't prepared for this bloody weather. I'll be gone in a couple days. Just gotta wait for my replacement doodad. It'll be here in a couple days. You're worthless, Paul. Everybody would be better off without you. Doodad, you say? First rent? Not too shabby, kid. Not too shabby. Quiet, nobody likes you. Really? Oh, there we go. See, Paul? There's your problem right there. No shit. Thanks so much. Can't believe you hooked me up with a doodad. Really appreciate it. To tell you the truth, I've been going through a rough time recently. It's kind acts like this that make me just want to keep going, you know? Anyway, thanks a bunch. I'll be gone by the evening. Everyone has their place, and this is yours. Ah, well, there's a problem right there. Definitely need more trees, and I forgot to get the food. Actually, I forgot to get a few things, but... I probably already had one of those to... No, maybe not. Really not have trees? Took me a few trips, but we got it. Nailed it. I'm sorry, do you have permission to be here? Where's the actual mechanic? Why would you do this to me? We are going to unclog this toilet with aplomb. One day the universe will snuff us both out, like waning candles caught by a gentle breeze. For the time being, though, just fix my junk, okay? Yeah, well, there's a problem right there. Later, nerd. See you never. You may find value in the wares I possess, but I require something valuable in return. Something that cannot be replenished. Time is what I desire. Tell me, are you prepared to relinquish time for material gain? Yes. Well, let's look over your options. First, some currency, shall we say 100? I'd require 140 time. I don't think I get 140 in exchange for the... I'm going to say no on this one. How does that sound? So in one sense, I think this would be okay because it'll buy me a couple of day extensions, but it will probably cut me off from whatever the second option here is, so never mind. Let's see what's next. Second, a surprise workshop module. I'd require... no, you don't have time for that. That is all for now. Alright, so that just was a waste of time. I'll linger no longer. Fair enough. Okay, this is going to be an AI one, so be on the lookout. Hey, is coffee good here? No. Damn. Well, hurry up, I guess. We don't have fuel. No rebreather. Star map. No, there's a problem right there. Looks like it's just a bulb. So we'll see how things go. We'll see how things go with the AI first, and then we'll decide if it's worth extending the day. God, everything's broken in this. I may not even get to the AI at this point. I think I'll buy the extension, just because, one, I need the practice, and two, I'm not that comfortable in my financial position. Cleaner for cleaning. Okay, let's see. Ah, well, there's a problem right there. Okay, looks like we're in good shape. My expectations were alarmingly low, And you still managed to disappoint me. So I guess the question would be if I want to pay for the next event. I'll take a peek. No. All right, let's do some welding. Good morning. As part of our waste removal initiative, we have installed the Dark One's trash disposal on the station. Throw any waste you have in there and we'll take care of the rest. No waste is too large. On the contrary, the larger the better. All will be consumed! Have a great day. Oh, Dark One. We find ourselves surrounded by matter, a blight on our beautiful universe. We will obliterate it all! We ask for your aid in this purpose. Together, we will rid this place of everything but you. All will be consumed. Thank you for your patience. That's all ready to go now. Farewell. Perfect. I actually think we're probably quite full on this one. Let's see. I'll cram as much as I can in here, but oh, more goodies. Fuck yeah! First rent down. You're killing it. Here we go. Huh. Oh no. You have to be fucking kidding me! Come! Taste all manner of delicious fluids. I have definitely tasted and verified... Oh. Sorry, I'm not usually like this. I don't suppose you could help me out. My fledgling subscription expires today. If I don't hit my sales quota, I'll be transferred to a nestling subscription like a new recruit. How about you just take a subscription? I'll handle the money. I just have to get rid of him somehow. No. Jeez. Uptight much? I am debating what happens if I put him in the Dark One's shit eater. All right. I'm noticing I have like 5 minutes to go, so I think I'm going to leave it here, especially because we have something interesting. Like I've gotten Paul before. I haven't had things like the waste receptacle and such. So I am interested to see where this goes. But thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm curious, is there an appetite for more Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop? Or are you all here for my green eyes and sparkling personality? If this is something you would like to see, like, just be a regular game, I don't know if I'll say indefinitely, but, like, you know, if I just do this, like, 3 times a week a couple times, like, I don't mind doing that necessarily. But if you'd like to see some variety, I'll just say there are a few games that I'm considering. One, sort of more of an RPG style, so think something like, you know, Baldur's Gate, Divinity, those kinds of games. There's actually also a first-person RPG, so something kind of in like the Bethesda style is one that I'm considering. I have a more narrative-ish first-person shooter. I have a couple strategy games that I've been thinking of. I have humor. So if any of those seem more appealing than others, if any of you do have a preference one way or the other, or if some of you just want to see a specific game, I'm of course happy to consider all of that. I will confess, I am rather liking Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop, and I do enjoy a degree of freedom in terms of things that I can do in sort of small bite-sized chunks. That is partly just because it's still a very busy period at work. So one of the things I would like, there's a couple more involved games I'd really like to try and play, but I know if I try and go in hard on those, like I would like to take some time to read the manual. A couple of them have like a couple 100-page manuals. But anyways, that's all considerations for the future. Let's see who's online, and I will leave you in their capable hands before we say goodnight. Kilgore Trout is the best available. Playing Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic. So I will leave you in his capable hands. I think most of you are already familiar with him. He is a member of GOG.com's streaming kind of stream team. Plays a lot of classic games, particularly on sort of the original hardware. Often talks what it was like to play them on release, or sort of what it was like to sort of pick it up. So I usually feel pretty safe hosting him. But anyways, I hope you all have a good evening. I should be back Wednesday. I'm still figuring out what I want to play, but I would not rule out more Uncle Chops. But again, now is not a bad time to let me know what you are most interested in, and I will do my best to consider, if not accommodate. Excuse me. All right. Have a good night. We will see you in the next one. Take care.